All right, we're back. Y'all thought I wasn't gonna do these anymore, didn't you? Mm-hmm. Well, you were wrong. Back from a long-ish hiatus. I can tell you that the more I do these, the harder they get to do because some people I haven't seen in a while, um, and I really have to. I spend a lot of time thinking about people amidst other stuff's going on. So, doing this one for my cousin Cassandra. Happy birthday! It's my cousin Cassandra Norton's birthday today. And I've been kind of coming around the bend on finishing this playlist. And luckily, I got through like the last 4 or 5 songs today. So I want to do this video and talk about how awesome my cousin is. So the whole idea, like I say this probably on every video, I'll probably continue to say this on every video. The whole idea of this series is to give people their flowers while they're still here. Like I say, if this last year and a half, 2 years, taught anybody anything, especially me, that not everybody's going to be around forever. So you can't just be like, oh, I wish I'd said such and such. So here I am saying it. So this is what we're doing. My cousin Cassandra, I think probably the first thing I want to tell her is that I see you. And what I really mean by that is the same thing I said on your brother's playlist, on Muhammad's playlist. What I have always been inspired by when it comes to you is that when tragedy happens, when stuff goes sideways, you always hold it together. Like you always try to stay the course. You try to not let it really get to you. And you try to be strength for other people. And I try to incorporate a little bit in my life, but I'm not. I know that I'm not as emotionally open as you are. I know that you've never necessarily kept a whole bunch of stuff with about you close to the vest. That I always, I'm a little bit envious of that, but with different people. I can tell you what my favorite memory of you is, though, which I think is really cool. I think it's the last time all the older grandkids were together in the same place at the same time. And it's funny what you hold on to as a memory when you think about what a really good day is. And you probably don't even remember. I'm gonna be honest with you. I guarantee you don't remember this. But I can't remember what year it was. But I can tell you that I don't think I was driving. We all slept over at grandma's, and it's the only time we ever did it. It's the only time we ever did it. But I can remember waking up that Sunday morning, and she was making us breakfast, and she was cooking eggs. She was cooking bacon and sausage, and we had some grits and I think some pancakes. And what I remember is sitting around the table and seeing everybody smiling. And it was one of the last times all the older grandkids were under her roof at the same time. And I've always kind of held on to that because the only constant in life is change. And change for us was never good. Change for us was never that next 10 years could have been a lot better. But I know that Larry's still looking down at us, and he's still seeing our triumphs, our tribulations. He's rooting for us. I know Shanti is too. So a lot of these songs I tried to pick, thinking about just all the things I've seen of you, like your happiness and your strength and your emotion, and all these songs kind of play into that. So when I started doing this place, I'm going to tell you how long it's taken me to do this place. And you can go back and look at my timeline and see it. I was back. I posted this thing about Dan Hartman. And I'm going to tell you, the Dan Hartman thing hits me just as hard as there's another dude that does this, and I'm blanking on it now. But a Dan Hartman song, "I Can Dream About You." I remember seeing it as a kid. I forget what this cartoon is, and somebody will probably be able to find it. Where they used it was this weird cartoon they play on Saturday mornings, and the key to this song in the cartoon was the moving sidewalks theme. He has this in the bridge is like moving sidewalks, and they did this whole thing in the cartoon with it. But it's this whole I'll probably end up doing a Blue Eyed Soul list, and Dan Harmon's definitely going to be on it. There's another song there's another artist that dropped me the same way. I was like, this dude not black. I hurt my feelings. I got Billy Ocean on here. And the interesting thing about this whole list, I'm going to say this from the outset, this whole list is a lot of 80s throwback R&B. So, because I know it's Lionel Richie, it's Prince, it's Billy Ocean. I got some Patti LaBelle on here. I didn't do On My Own, and I toyed with that for a long time. I think that might end up on somebody else's list. Or I didn't think about putting it on that list because I want to do something else with that song. But a lot of 80s throwback. I ended with a couple of Prince songs on here. And I've done a lot of, on my other channel, I've done some Prince videos. Probably not as many as I should, because in my cover songs list, I think it might be, there's at least one Prince song that involves Shaka Khan in that list. And I got, I think, 2 or 3 songs in there that have to do with Prince. One of them, which is it's like 3 minutes and 36 seconds, and it's Prince. Just I included it because it's just cool, and it reminds you just how that dude was just the coolest guy in the world. It's him at Prince Albert Hall Prince Webster Hall in 2004, and it says it's sometimes it snows in April. It only does like a minute of that song, which is why I included the whole song on a separate track. But it's just him being cool, and he does like a minute or two of sweet thing on the guitar, like an acoustic guitar, and you just like, man, that dude was underrated as a guitarist and a drummer and a bass player, and just like, because he could play all those instruments and just be cool doing it. And I think he's one of the greatest artists that ever lived. I got some Shaka Khan on here. I got Shaka Khan on here like twice. And I added the one song I think that for me, I guess more signifies you than anything else to me, is a Whitney Houston song. And it's a song, I Didn't Know My Own Strength. And a lot of times when I see you, and really, honestly, I'm tell you, when I see all three of you and Muhammad and Pam, I think about that song, because for everything that's happened with y'all, for like all the ups and downs of your lives, what I've always thought about y'all is none of you knew. I think I'm glad you all found it as adults. Like, you all found it along the way. You found like the thing that holds you together, or the thing that gets you through. And you turn your own strengths into beautiful things in your lives. And so I was going through like, what song really ties her, like really reminds me of who she is, and it was that song. It's not a Whitney's hits. Like, Whitney, everybody knows Whitney's hits. Whitney, like, I Will Always Love You, and I Want to Dance with Somebody. I love none of those songs really, even though they're throwback 80s songs, they don't really say what I'm trying to say. And I think I Didn't Know My Own Strength really says that in a way. And I think overall, I think it's a list you'll enjoy. I think it's a list that other people will enjoy. And I hope that you have a great birthday and that that's my first that you have a great birthday and you have the next year is the best year ever. So that's it. That's the end of this episode. Mixtapes and mistakes. We're gonna keep doing these. There's several more playlists to go. I think I need to do create a separate Facebook page. I'm really starting to think about that, so I can get submissions for stuff like ideas and whatever. So I'm toying on that. But you guys have a great weekend, and we'll catch you on the flip side.